Hi, I'm Carolyn Ventry, and this is my integument project. Um, I'm doing basal cell carcinoma. So, what is basal cell carcinoma? It's a type of skin cancer that originates in the stratum bacilli. Um, it is the deepest layer of the epidermis. It's actually the most common type of skin cancer. If you could see in the corner of the slide, the right-hand corner, you can see what layer of the epidermis that it actually starts in. Um, and it's typically caused by UV light overexposure. So this slide is shows you what healthy epidermis should look like, and it shows you the layers starting from the most superficial all the way down to the deepest. And you can see if you look at the picture towards the bottom is where it actually is, where it would start, which would be here in the stratum bacilli. So if you take a look at this, um, this gives you an idea of the areas that are affected by basal carcinoma. You can see in the top left-hand corner, I have a picture of a man who has it on his forehead. But it's also found in the buccal area of the face, which is your cheeks, cervical ear area, which is your neck, um, and the manus area of the hands, which is the fronts of the hands, because these are areas that are actually more likely to be exposed to UV light. Um, and it's also been found on the thorax, which is your chest, and the dorsal area of your back. Um, but if you take a look at there's the picture in the lower left hand corner. It's a lady that actually has a good size basal carcinoma on her face. And the center part it kind of shows you where in the epidermis the basal cells are. Um, and the picture on the right hand side gives you an idea of what it actually looks like in the epidermis. So let's see. So our next slide, so I've already talked about it, but what causes basal carcinoma? UV light is thought to be the main culprit, as you can see in the left-hand corner. The sun causes UV radiation to the skin. You get UVA and UVB rays that affect the collagen in the skin, which in the center it shows you the chemical makeup of collagen. And on the lower right-hand corner, this picture just gives you an idea of how it affects and how it turns into what it is. So let's see. So, like I stated, UV light causes basal carcinoma, but we need sunlight to produce vitamin D in the body. So we need vitamin D to maintain homeostasis, which is so vitamin D is produced when our epithelial cells are exposed to UV rays. Um, and you can see in the left hand side of the screen. So we get UV light, it converts to dihydrocholesterol in the skin to I can't vitamin D3, and then goes into our liver, and then um from diet I can't even talk diet vitamin D, and then it goes to our kidneys. And you can see in the right hand corner it gives you an idea. These are the correct names, scientific names for the different vitamin D and different parts. And you can see that the calcitrol is essential for normal absorption of calcium in the body. Without it, it would impair bone growth in our body and maintenance of our bones. So there are additional causes of basal carcinoma besides UV light from the sun, but tanning beds, you get UV light, extreme amounts of UV light. People that have fair skin, like me, for example, you have an increased risk of developing it. As far as age effects is of an effect, you can have more of an effect of having it or getting it anyway. Family history, if someone in your family's had it, or um, by my understanding, immune suppressing drugs can also make it easier to get it. And I didn't realize, but arsenic exposure. Um, and you can also get it from inherited syndromes from your parents. So, sun, too much sun. I know most of us know common sense. You can get sunburn. So this is just shows you inflammation from sunburns. This gives you an idea. Most everyone knows what sunburn looks like, but it shows you how UVA and UVB affect the skin, which it does. It causes DNA damage, which makes the DNA mutate into carcinogens, which end up causing you to end up having basal carcinoma. Um, it is possible to prevent it. I'm sure most of us are aware. Try to wear sunscreen daily, wear protective clothing, definitely always avoid tanning beds. Just double check your skin regularly, any moles you have, anything looks strange. Let your doctor know so they can check it out. Um, so any questions? And this would be my last slide. And I do have a slide with my citations where I got my information from.